Science fair surprise. A simple idea wins a big prize. It was spring, and the school was full of excitement. The annual science fair was coming soon, and every student was talking about it. Posters were on the walls with big letters that said, "Science fair next week." Teachers spoke about it in class, and children whispered about it in the playground. Everyone wanted to join, and everyone wanted to win. The winner would get a gold medal and a special trip to the Science Museum in the city. In one small classroom, a boy named Sam sat quietly at his desk. Sam was 12 years old, he was a shy boy, and he did not have many friends. He loved science, but he did not have many materials at home. He did not have a computer, and he did not have expensive tools. Some of his classmates planned to build robots. Others wanted to make colorful experiments with fire, smoke, and lights. Sam looked at them and felt worried. "I cannot make something big like that," he thought. His best friend, Mia, sat next to him. She was cheerful, brave, and always ready to help. She looked at Sam's sad face and said, "Don't worry, Sam. You are smart. You can make something simple but special. You don't need big machines to win." But Sam only shook his head. "No," he whispered, "my project will be too small. Nobody will care." That evening, Sam sat alone in his room. He had books on his table, a pencil, and an old notebook. He thought about science. What is science? Science is not only robots or explosions. Science is asking questions. Science is looking at the world and finding answers. Sam looked around his room. On the table, there was a glass of water. He picked up a small piece of paper and dropped it into the water. It floated. Then he dropped a coin. It sank. Sam felt curious. Why did the paper float and the coin sink? He tested other objects, a spoon, an eraser, a toy. Some floated, some sank. He wrote his results in his notebook. Then he remembered something he once read in a book. Objects float better in salt water. He filled one glass with plain water and another glass with salty water. He put an egg in the first glass. The egg sank. He put an egg in the salty water. The egg floated. Sam's eyes grew wide. "This is amazing," he said aloud. His heart beat fast. "This is simple, but it shows something important. Maybe many people don't know this. Maybe this can be my project." The next day at school, he told Mia, "My project is about floating and sinking. I will show how salt water helps things float." Mia smiled brightly. "That's a wonderful idea, Sam. It is simple, but it is clear and easy for everyone to understand, and it will surprise them." For the next week, Sam worked very hard. He made his board with colorful paper. He wrote the title, "Why Things Float or Sink." He drew pictures of glasses, eggs, and water. He wrote simple sentences. "This is normal water. The egg sinks. This is salt water. The egg floats." He practiced speaking slowly and clearly. Mia helped him cut paper for signs and made everything neat. Finally, the science fair day came. The big gym was full of noise and color. There were many tables, each with a project. Some projects were tall with blinking lights. Some had loud sounds and smoke. Parents, teachers, and students walked around, clapping and smiling. Sam stood at his little table with 2 glasses of water, some eggs, and a bag of salt. At first, he felt shy. His project looked so small compared to the big robots and explosions. Some boys walked past and laughed. "That's too easy," they said. Sam's face turned red, but Mia whispered, "Don't listen to them. Be confident." When the judges came, Sam took a deep breath. He showed them the glass of plain water. He put an egg inside. The egg sank. Then he showed them the glass of salt water. The egg floated. The judges leaned closer. Sam explained, "Salt makes water heavier. When water is heavier, the egg can float. This is called density." His voice was calm and clear. The judges nodded and asked questions. Sam answered with simple words. They smiled and wrote notes. More children and parents stopped to watch. Wow, one girl shouted, "I didn't know that." Even the boys who laughed earlier looked surprised. "That's cool," one of them admitted. Sam started to feel proud. At the end of the day, the principal walked to the microphone. Everyone became quiet. "And now," the principal said, "the winner of this year's science fair is." The whole gym waited. Sam, with his project, "Why Things Float or Sink." The gym exploded with cheers. Sam's face turned red again, but this time with joy. He walked to the stage, and the principal gave him the gold medal. Mia clapped louder than anyone. "I told you, Sam," he shouted. The teachers smiled, and the judges shook his hand. One judge said, "Sometimes the simplest idea teaches the biggest lesson." That night, Sam sat on his bed with the medal in his hand. He felt warm and proud inside. He learned something important. Science was not about expensive tools or big machines. Science was about curiosity, about asking questions and finding answers. His simple idea was enough to win a big prize. From that day, Sam knew he wanted to keep learning, keep asking questions, and keep searching for answers.